Hi, this is Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji, and I'm doing a reading today for our Leos for the month of July. And so this reading will cover, as usual, your general aspects for the month of July, career and finances, your health, and then also relationships. And this month they're saying that it's not necessarily all about romantic relationships. It is also about other family and friend relationships as well. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So the 4th of July holiday is coming up for those of us in the United States, and it's typically what I was talking to someone earlier today about is one of my favorite holidays because it's more relaxing. It's not like Christmas where you have to shop and hustle bustle, all of that, and the weather's crappy, here in Minnesota anyway. And then, you know, it's not like Thanksgiving either where I'm having to cook a big meal, right? Because that, you know, and clean my house and all that kind of stuff. So I really like, and Memorial Day is fine and Labor Day and all that, but July 4th is one of my favorite holidays just because it is it's summer and the weather is typically beautiful and it's just kind of a relaxed, you know, usually you're grilling or you're just doing something relaxed, casual for a meal. So it's one of my favorite holidays. So for those of you in the States, I encourage you to take advantage of this this holiday weekend and have some fun, right? Get out there and have some fun. All right. So let's get started, Leos, for the month of July 2016. We have the very first card is the Hermit card, which is Archangel Raziel, right? Yep, Archangel Raziel. And the Hermit card, you know, pretty self-explanatory when you think about it, but it really is about spending some time in quiet meditation, and it's about going within. And this is, again, we're still in 3 retrogrades, so it's still a really good time to do that internal work before September and things start to really ramp up. It's about this time period for you is really about self-discovery. And so it's a time that you are going to learn more about yourself than you maybe have in the last couple years combined. There's a big shift going on in energy, and so just lots and lots of stuff going on. So if you need help with that, I do, you know, obviously I offer private angel readings, which can give you more specific guidance about your own issues. And then I also do private coaching as well. And that is really where we get into kind of the depth of the emotional stuff that's going on, the limiting beliefs, things that might be holding you back, and get you moving on to the next phase of your life. So my coaching actually does include angel readings. We do that as part of the coaching, which is something unique, I think. I don't know that there's too many people that do that. So, all right. So we have the Page of Earth, and Earth cards are all about how you make your money. And again, this is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person. On the other hand, it's about a circumstance or an event. And the Page of Earth is somebody that, you know, they maybe have a couple degrees, so they like to study, they like to take classes, even if they're not, you know, continuing in school. They're always taking classes, they're always learning, lifelong learner type of person. Also very, you know, they're somebody that you can rely on. And they do have a fair amount of success in their life. They're just one of those people that seems to do well. And a big piece of that for them is about the patience. So they're really good at letting things come to them rather than trying to force and push, right? That's the Page of Earth type of thing. And so what the message is for you guys, Leos, for this month of July, and what this person can help you with, because this is someone that's already in your life most likely, and what they can help you with is really about kind of helping ground you and be, you know, sort of more you know, more realistic, but also giving you, you know, sort of that laying out options for you, that type of thing. And so it's really someone that can bring you back from la la land if you're just not very focused, right? They can help with that. And this really does bring good news around financial matters. So I feel like there's an inflow of money coming to you in July. And it may be from some unexpected sources. So sometimes we have an idea of where the money is going to come from. In this month, I feel like there's some unexpected sources that you're going to be having some money coming through around. And then the other piece of this is that you're just a little bit bored. Like with what you're doing, it's not, you know, it's not completely lighting you up, and it's like you haven't found your, it's like you haven't found your niche, or you haven't found that, that flow or something. It just feels, I don't know, it feels like rocky or off or something. Almost like maybe you're on one of those Bosu balls, you know, where you're standing on there and you can't seem to get your balance and you can't find your groove, if you will. That's kind of what it's feeling like to me. And so what I'm seeing around this is that this might be a really good time to look at a new, something new. A new area of study, a new area that lights you up, something that you're really interested in, and explore that, because that may be the thing that helps balance out what you're already doing, okay? So just keep that in mind and see, you know, what it is that lights you up. If you see a community ed class that all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's really interesting to me, right? Follow that. Follow what lights you up is the point there. All right, and then we have the Eight of Air coming through. And the air cards are all about the head stuff, right? There's stuff that's going on up in our head. And the Eight of Air is about that feeling of being trapped. So it's like that that sense that you're kind of stuck in a position and you don't have options, and it's simply not true. You have a multitude of options, and I'm sure I've probably used this analogy with you before, but we have sort of this radar screen, right? And lots of times we have these blinders on and we can only see what's on our little radar screen, but there's so much more out there, so much more that you can't even see and you can't even imagine, and it's so much better than you can even imagine. So much lighter and so much freer for you. So part of this, you know, part of this can be related to a lack of self-confidence. So sometimes we've done something in the past and we failed, and now we feel like anything we try, we're going to fail. Or we just don't necessarily have the belief that, you know, people are interested in what we have to say or what we have to offer. And again, it's just an illusion. And so they really, you know, it's this fear that's keeping you from taking action. And you know, what the angels are wanting to say around that is, you know, I always like to use the little analogy for fear. False expectations appearing real. So you're afraid of something that hasn't even happened yet, that most likely is not going to happen, and that's stopping you from taking action. That's really kind of effed up, right? It's just not, you know, when you think about it logically, it's like, what? You know, something that hasn't even happened is causing me not to take action and do something that really is my path, my destiny, my highest, what lights you up, right? Yeah. And sometimes we can get a little fearful about what's coming, you know, what's coming through, and be a little bit of afraid about that. And I was even like that before I started doing videos. I'm like, I don't know about these videos, like, right? Like, it's a lot of, you know, whatever. But the angel readings, actually, to me, I'm like, oh, doing angel readings on a video? That sounds like fun, right? So find the way to do the thing that you're being nudged to do in a way that lights you up. So you don't have to do it the way everyone else does. Do it your way. You know, figure out what that is for you. Okay? All right. So this is we are now going to be talking about your career and financial aspects for the month of July for our Leos. That's a purple there. Okay, so we have clairaudience. This came up for our Cancers too. Actually in the same exact position, clairaudience, and I do shuffle these cards. It's so interesting to me how when I do a couple readings in a row, that's what comes up. So clairaudience, and they're really wanting to let you know that you've got to start listening to the advice that you're getting, the nudges that you're getting. And so typically it is coming through as words, like you're actually hearing it in your head. It's not your voice. It's your higher wisdom, your spirit team guiding you. your angels, your particular guardian angels and your guides. And so they are there. And I always, I typically talk about my guidance coming in from over here, because I have a big guardian angel that helps me, Kyra, that comes in and helps me and feeds information to me. And then also my angels and guides tend to talk to me from this side. I don't know what that's about. I guess I'm just more sensitive to that side, or who knows. But anyway, that's why I'm always like, oh, they're right here. They're like in this area. Just noticing that guidance and following that. So listening to that inner nudging. And then Archangel Metatron really wants to help you balance your chakras. So you're out of balance a little bit in a couple different areas, and I'm feeling it's like your throat, and your base chakras, what I'm getting around that they're off kilter. And so Metatron is coming in to help you balance those chakras. And anytime that you're feeling off, you can always ask the angels to come in and help balance. Metatron uses some geometric shapes kind of thing, I don't know, to help you balance. And so I don't know all about that, but he's just letting you know that he's working on you, is what he wants to let you know. So, and this is related to, as it relates to your career and finances. Sometimes, number one, if we're not listening to the guidance that we're getting, then things aren't flowing. And number two, if we're just out of, our chakras are out of alignment, then we can't get in the flow of things either. The last card that's coming in for the career and finances is Archangel Jophiel. And I love her. She's our feng shui angel, right? And this is about patience. And so it's, and I know you've probably heard this before, but it is about having that patience and just trust and faith that everything's going to be, it's going to work out for you. They have your back. They're helping you with this. And they are, things are happening a lot faster. If you would take the time to keep track of, and related to your career and finances, to keep track of the abundance that's coming to you. This is something that I often recommend to my coaching clients, is keeping an abundance log. So you're always keeping track of the abundance that's coming to you. So it might be a free coffee. It might be somebody buys you dinner. It might be you got something on super sale that you've wanted. There's all kinds of different ways abundance comes to you. Someone brings you flowers, right? That's abundance. You win something. I always win. And because I say that, and because I always win. Like it perpetuates it. So this has happened a number of times for me in the last, I don't know, I swear every time there's a drawing I win. But anyway, so that is just kind of a fun thing that you can perpetuate that as you explore having an abundance journal. And the other thing Jophiel wants to just remind you about, since she is our feng shui angel, is about clearing out the things that no longer serve you and that are just, the stuff that doesn't light you up anymore. Let it go. Somebody else needs it, somebody else wants it, and somebody else will take care of it. There's no sense you being the caretaker of stuff that you don't want. So really letting go of that stuff sort of creates a vacuum. And this can include clients too. So letting go of, I have a friend that every Christmas she lets, kind of fires her least favorite client, right? It's her gift to herself for Christmas. So think about that, like letting go of those clients that are not a good fit for you. And you know who they are. It just, things don't gel. You're just not on the same page. You can't seem to, what you're saying, they're not hearing, that type of thing. It just, that. So give them a break, give yourself a break, and let them go so that you can attract more of the ideal clients and the people that you do want to be working with, right? So that's what that's about. All right. Let us move on, Leos, to our health aspects for the month of July 2016. People sometimes ask me, like, how do I know what cards to pick? They're just basically speaking in my ear. This one, that one, this one. Oh, no, that one, this one. right? Sometimes they throw them at me, like they'll throw them out of the deck, that type of thing. So I want you to think about right now what question you have regarding your health. You're debating about something. It's a yes or no question. You're debating about that. So get that in your mind for a moment, and then I'm going to show you the answer. So the answer is yes. Regarding to whatever question was popping into you about your health, the answer is yes. And so this is going to be a very personal thing for all of you. Your guidance and the feelings that you're getting around this about taking action, about moving forward with something are accurate. And so they're just wanting to follow that yes that you're getting, right? Okay. And then ask your body a message. This came up for Cancers too, and it's funny because I've been working a lot with my clients about this. Excuse me. And what this is really about is your body has so much information for you. It really, really does. So anytime you're feeling off or stuck or, you know, just not like yourself, it's important for you to tune into your body and where you're feeling that in your body so that you can get the message. And oftentimes a memory will come up around that, whatever that, you know, that message is, it will come up, and as long as you spend enough time, and it really only takes like 60 to 90 seconds to feel that in your body and then be able to transform it, right? Okay, and then have faith is coming through, and this again, it's related to your health and your body aspects and all of that. And so they're just wanting you to have the faith that you're, you know, that you can trust in miracles, that, you know, what it is you want for your health and your life is possible. And it is not only possible, it's, you know, if you ask for that help, it comes through for you. And so just, it's important to have that faith. Because if you don't believe, it can't happen, right? If you don't believe that you can get well, if you don't believe that you can figure out what the issue is with your gut, if you don't believe that that you can lose the weight, it's not going to happen, right? You have to have that belief first, that faith first. Okay, let's move on. So this is related to relationships, Leo. And again, for the month of July, for our Leos, let's see what we've got here. All right, so, oops, they want that one. Let's see what we have. So these are kind of our goofy angels, and these are angels that you haven't necessarily always heard of. And again, this is related to relationships, but not necessarily romance. So I'm going to ask them to guide me and tell me when something's related to romance and when it's related to some other kind of relationship. So Caressa is coming through, and this is really about being at the end of a cycle. And so for some of you, this might mean that you know, just a shift in your life experience. It could be someone close to you that is, you know, that you're losing, that's, you know, dying on hospice or something like that. And that does shift your perspective. When you have someone that is, you know, close to you, that you're close to, that is passing through to the next, you know, the next life, the other side, if you will, that does tend to affect you. This can also be about the end of a relationship, just in general, right? It can be about like, okay, this relationship is done. And oftentimes this relates to a friendship even, you know, where you've had this friendship with someone and the dynamics are such now that you're not, you know, they're over here and you're over here, and you can't see eye to eye anymore. You're probably vibrating at different levels, and it doesn't feel good for them to be around you, and it doesn't feel good for you to be around them. Same thing can be with family members too. And so it might just be the, you know, sort of the end, or maybe even just a break in that relationship where you just need some time apart from one another. Okay. And then we have Mystique coming through, Angel Mystique, and this is really just wanting to give you the courage to keep going. And this is about, you know, if there's someone that you've been trying to connect with, and it just pops in my head about, you know, clients, is about, you know, just continue to follow up, right? You know, because sometimes people are busy and it just doesn't work out for them or whatever. So continue to follow up with them, because it's not maybe necessarily that they don't want to work with you, it's just they've been busy and the timing hasn't been right. So they're wanting you to keep going, keep charging ahead, don't take for no for an answer, and really expect those miracles to appear. So again, another theme around that, expecting miracles, right? Okay. And then this is Athena coming through, and Athena is, just want to let you know, she's kind of a power angel, and she wants to let you know that it's okay for you to be powerful. Like, it's okay for you to have a voice in your relationship. It's okay for you to state the things that you want and to put your desires out on the table, to be more transparent, if you will, more vulnerable. And it is, you can do this in a loving way. So you can be, you know, stepping out and stating your wishes and what you desire in a way that's loving, and in a way that lets people know that, and in particular your partner, this I feel like relates to your romantic partner, so letting your partner know in a way that is gentle but firm. So letting them know that, you know, hey, whatever's happening, this isn't okay, and this is what I'm feeling, this is what's coming up for me. And then of course take your time to go away and process your emotions before you talk to them about this, but just, you know, letting them know, standing up for yourself basically, and using your voice, your throat. That's where I was getting the kind of the throat chakra blocked. You need to speak your truth. You need to speak your mind around things. Okay, so we've got a couple extra cards, and the angels are always, I feel like I try to get these readings down to like a shorter time frame, and they just don't let me, right? Which is fine, it's all good. So we have the Four of Water, and the water cards are all about emotion. So if you've been a little bit more emotional lately than usual, this may be, you know, just showing that. And it really is, again, you know, another part of that theme is this is about, like, you feel like you missed an opportunity, or you're a little bit bored, you're just like, you're just not content with what's going on. And so again, they're wanting you to open your eyes to the possibilities. So they're really hammering this home for you about opening to the possibilities, because you have lots of things in your life that could and would light you up if you would just take time to notice them. So it's kind of like, get your head out of the sand, Leos, right? And see the beautiful beach and ocean and water there, instead of, you know, when you have your head in the sand, you can't see that stuff, right? So I thought that was funny. They sometimes are funny. They give funny analogies. Okay, so sensitivity is coming through, Archangel Haniel, and this is just letting you know that you are getting more sensitive to energy and to your emotions. So with the water card, you know, you're feeling like emotional even as you're watching this reading, right? Oh God, I'm feeling that. Some of you are. Holy Hannah. That's fascinating to me that I can, even though, you know, I'm recording this, I'm feeling the emotions of the people that are going to watch this, and they're really, I feel like some of you are in tears right now. So my heart goes up to you. I'm empathic, so I do often feel that. And what this is about is you are just getting more sensitive, and so you do have to be mindful of where you might be picking up energy from others, and then also process these emotions. So don't stuff them. When you stuff them, that's where you get the weight gain, and that's where, you know, you can't let go of the extra weight, and you're not feeling good and all of that. So please, please, please take the time to feel your emotions. And when something comes up for you, like right now, those of you that are crying or have tears, like really just feel that. What's that about? What is the emotion that's coming up with that? And then where do you feel that in your body? Like, is it in your right arm? Is it in your knee? Is it in your foot? Where are you feeling that tension in your body, right? And then, you know, pulling out what is that about, and just giving that space to feel it, giving it space. And it is about honoring yourself, right? And our feelings are just messengers for us. That's why we have them. Is to feel. So be grateful that you're feeling, like be happy. Those of you that are crying should be happy. You're getting some messages. Yay! Right? Oh, Lord. That's crazy to me that I can feel that, and you're not even, you know, physically watching this right now. So crazy. So laughter is really good medicine for you, Leos. Really, really good. And laughter can be just laughing with friends about silly things. It can be watching a funny movie. It can be, you know, puppies always kind of make me laugh at their little antics, or the baby animals at the zoo. You know, anything that really brings that lighthearted energy to you is what you really need right now. just to help you lift you up in the month of July, because there is a lot of emotions that you're processing, and so it's really important that you balance that with that fun and laughter as well. Okay. So this is the Rochelle card. Angel Rochelle is coming through, and this is really about, you know, as you honor those feelings, those nudges that you're getting, you follow the guidance that you're getting, you process those emotions, that really prosperity does begin to flow to you. So I know we had the patience card around career and finances and that type of thing, but as you follow the guidance and just keep following those nudges and following those nudges, you will start to get in the flow. It's going to be okay, right? It's going to be okay. And you can laugh about things, right? You can take the lighthearted approach about stuff as well. So that's what we have for you, Cancers, for the month of July 2016. I do have a summer special for angel readings, and it's 15% off any of my readings, and that is good through the end of July, and the code is SUMMER, SUMMER, all in caps. And you can just go onto my website, click schedule now. There's a button in the top right corner. My website is findingyourfiji.com. There should be a link below as well. I think there's actually a link for the angel readings. So if you click on the link below, that'll take you right to the angel readings, and you can schedule. I did open up my schedule for this Saturday and next Saturday. So I don't typically do a lot of I usually just do Saturday mornings, but I'm opening it up for the next 2 weekend Saturdays. So if you want to get in, now is a good time to do it. And for those of you in the US, I will record the reading, so you'll get a recording of it. I'm still kind of working with those I'm Skyping with about figuring out the Skype recording. I had some system in it, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be working. So we could maybe even Zoom if you really want a recording, or you can always just record it with your phone as we're talking on Skype, right? That works as well. So much love to you. Have a wonderful month, Leos, and enjoy your life. Did you enjoy your angel reading? I'm sure questions have popped up for you about specifics in your own life. To get answers personalized just for you, click below to schedule your appointment. You can use coupon code ANGEL20 to save 20% on any one of my readings. For more information about me and Finding Your Fiji services, go to findingyourfiji.com. Enjoy your day.